I would want to short Hindustan Construction in the cash segment at 18.5. I would hold these shorts with a stop loss at 19 and expect to book profits at 17.25 or end of the session, whichever comes first. My second trade would be a long position in the cash segment in Tata Power, which I would want to buy at 109. I would hold these long positions with a stop loss at 107 and I would expect to book profits at 111.5 or end of the session, whichever comes first. My futures trade would be a short sell in January futures of Unitech, which I want to sell at 37. I would hold these short positions with a stop loss at 38 and expect to book profits at 34 or end of the session, whichever comes first.
I would look to possibly take some kind of short position on the index. The breakdown level for the index is roughly around 60-30, 60-30, 25. I think if it starts trading below that and we get an hourly closing, that's what actually I've been waiting for. Yesterday we did decline below those levels and we haven't got an hourly closing. The market's kind of recovered within that last half an hour period to close at a slightly stronger level. But hourly closing below 60.25, I think would possibly mean that we will go down to about levels of 5970, 5950, and then take a short with a stop at about 60.50 or 60.55 plus. On the stock specific side, again, most of the calls are on the sell side, clearly because I think a lot of stocks, despite the fact that markets have held out, we have seen correction happening in a lot of stocks. FMCG has been a pack which has clearly gone through a good corrective movement, with HUL kind of leading the entire pack. But Colgate also has broken down in the meanwhile. In the last few days, we have seen price correction happening over there. So now can be sold in a range of about 1430 to about 1445. Keep a stop at 1476 and take a slightly positional target of around 1350 on the downside. A similar case can be built for IDFC, wherein I would suggest selling below 170 with a stop at 175.25, looking for a target of 158 to be tested on the downside. Jubilant Foods is a stock which has kind of not really participated in the last few weeks of up move and has corrected. But 1230 is the breakdown level. That's also the 200-day average. I think last 8 days we have seen about 3 intraday lows around this 1230 mark. So sell below 1230 with a stop at 1261 for a price target of 1160. Karnataka Bank is a sell with a stop at 170.5 for a target of 152. And couple of buy calls. IFC has completed a pullback to this to its 10-day average. Now can be bought with a stop at 317 for a target of 340. And Reliance remains on the buying list. That's one actually stock which I expect will give a lot of support to the index. Now can be bought with a stop at 911 for a target of 945 in the short term.